What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, just another PokeTuber, coach of your Piedmont Triad Kickers, coming at you today with week 3 of the MDL. We are taking on Maple Grove, coach of the Dublin Dolphins. I've never played this person before. I've never been in a draft with this person before, so I don't know what to expect from this person. However, I can tell you guys what to expect from their team, because their team consists of Lander Ursaring, who I definitely expect to come. I think a Scarf Landers looks pretty good into my team. Muckalola, Heatran, the Zoroark Hisui, the potential Terra Captain in Ursaring. We have the Slowbro, we have Galvantula, we have the Miss Magius, we have, who's also a potential Terra Captain, we have Embor for Alligator, and last but not least, Sceptile. So I'm expecting the top row. A Scarf Landers looks pretty good into my team. Muck is kind of the only special wall. Actually, it's the only special wall this team has that could help out with like Hoopa, Rabambe, Gudra, and Vaporeon. Albeit, to his credit, Heatran, who I think is also coming, could come in on Rabambe, but is not dealing with Hoopa, Gudra, and Vaporeon. Especially considering Gudra does get Earthquake. So, okay, Heatran, try me. I do think Ursaluna I do think Ursaring comes over Miss Magius. Miss Magius just doesn't hit my team that hard unless it starts setting up, which I won't allow to happen. But now Facade, Guts boosted Facades, well, it kind of runs through half of my team effortlessly. However, if he's Guts, that means you're not Eviolite, which means you're a lot easier to kill. So it's kind of a double-edged sword depending on what he wants to bring, because if he's Eviolite, now you're not hitting that hard. If you're Guts, now you're easy to kill. So it's one of the two. We have the Slowbro, who I think is coming. It's pretty good for my physical mons, because believe it or not, Ogerpon does not one-shot Slowbro, and neither does Palmont, so, you know, he could Psychic Palmont if I don't Terra, if I bring it. And then, of course, Ogerpon, he could just T-Wave and cripple me, which would really suck. And then I think the last slot is either going to be Zoroark or Galvantula, because maybe my opponent brings Webs for, like, speed control, or just brings Zoroark for, like, damage. I don't think Miss Magic is coming. Like, I don't think it has a good matchup here. And then the starters, I highly doubt any of them come, so, you know, yeah. Especially considering all three of them get beat by Ogerpon, which I find kind of hilarious. But anyway, to combat this team, since my opponent does not have any form of hazard removal, we decided first and foremost we're going to bring our Focus Edge, Sweet Bee, also known as a Rabambe. She is rocking Shield Dust. I mean, it's kind of just her main, like, de facto ability, if I'm being real. 112 defense, so we don't get, like... Actually, let me get to the rest of the. Let me explain the rest of the set, then I'll get back to that. 252 special attack, 144 speed, so we're speed creeping Zoroark. Timid nature with Sticky Web, Moonblast, Bug Buzz, and U-Turn. So since we're speed creeping Zoroark, I just decided to put all that the rest of the EVs into defense, because it can maybe help us switch into like an EQ from Landorus, you know. We want to set webs to get around like any choice scarf mons. Albeit if Landorus or Miss Magic are scarfed, they obviously don't get, you know, a speed drop. So yeah. If Landorus is offensive and not bulky, we can potentially actually we do just straight up two-shot it with Moonblast. Moonblast is actually pretty free into the team. The only thing we can't hit is Heatran, who we can just U-turn on, you know, so we have a way to pivot. And then we have Bug Buzz, so we have a way to hit the Slowbro pretty hard. So yeah, that is Rabambe. Next on the team sheet is another mon that's here for no other reason than to just set hazards. It's the one, the only Clodsire, the Swag Sire Jr. Black Sludge is the ability, not the ability, the item. At one point in time, I did have a mental herb on this thing because of like taunts from the what's that Pokemon called, Muckalola. However, if I'm being honest, I don't expect Muck to be taunting, because it kind of needs different coverage for different things. Like, it kind of needs its so it needs its knockoff, it needs its poison jab. I feel like he kind of needs Drain Punch, and maybe needs Shadow Sneak for priority. So yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to fit taunt onto there. We have 252 HP, 140 defense, 116 SPDF, impish nature with stealth rock, spikes, earthquake, and recover. The only thing on this team that can potentially one-shot us is the freaking Landorus. Even a facade Ursaluna should only like maybe two-shot us from full. So outside of that, everything else is like it's probably not going to two-shot us. I'll put it like that. That's why I did this, EV spread. Stealth rock and spikes. If we have a chance to stack them up, we're going to do it. Earthquake for consistent damage. Only things we can't hit are Landorus, who we don't want to be in front of anyway, and Miss Magius, who, well, we got ways to deal with Miss Magius, okay? And then we have Recover as a way to stay healthy. That's Waxire. Next on the team roster is our Hazard Remover this week. Coming off the bench for the first time all season is none other than Reginald the Kamala. If you don't know who Reginald is, I highly recommend you watch American Dad, and eventually you'll see the koala bear and everything will make sense. He is rocking his clear amulet this week. Comatose for the ability, 252 HP, 252 attack, 200 defense, adamant nature. So this is pretty much to ensure we never get one-shotted by EQ from Landorus. We have rapid spin to remove hazards. I didn't want to bring defog Corviknight because then I would remove my own hazards. We decided just to bring rapid spin instead. Ice spinner, so if Landorus is in front of us and it tries to EQ us as opposed to U-turning, we will punish him by ice spinnering and he will die. Earthquake does a crazy amount of damage to Muck, who, unless it has Drain Punch, is probably not hitting us that hard anyway. And then of course Heatran just dies. And because of our natural good SPDF, we shouldn't get one-shotted by Heatran either from full health. And then we have knockoff for utility to remove hazards and stuff. So yeah, Kamala's just here to do a couple things to keep it pushing. Hopefully we get something out of him this week. Next on the team roster, we have one of our Terra captains. It's the one, the only Katara the Vaporeon, who's rocking her leftovers this week. Water absorbs the ability. Not that it really matters because I don't think Feraligatr is coming. I just don't think it's coming, but if it does come, well, we have Water Absorb. Terra Water, 252 HP, 252 defense, 4 special attack, bold nature with Scald, Shadow Ball, Calm Mind, and Wish. If I'm being honest with you guys, let me tell you how I got to Terra Water in the first place. Originally, I was going to put Terra Ghost on this thing, but I noticed in mocks, I was really liking the damage that Terra Water Scalds were doing, and nothing was really nothing was really two-shotting me either. Now, I do know Ursaluna can potentially one-shot us with Facade if it high rolls it. It's not a guaranteed kill, but if he high rolls me, he will one-shot me. But outside of Ursaluna, nothing on this team should be able to two-shot me. Well, Ursaluna can just one-shot me, but outside of that, nothing's two-shotting me. So I was like, screw it. I like the damage. I like how it looks. Let's just run Terra Water. I wanted to be Terra Ghost. I was Terra Water and Mox on accident. It worked out. So hopefully it does the same thing in the game. Scald, we can pretty much spam Scald into this team. The only things we can't Scald are the Feraligatr, Sceptile, and Slowbro. 2 of them are typically physical attackers. So, they don't want to switch to a Scald anyway. They will get burned, and then you're kind of useless. Now, as for the Slowbro, it's kind of the only reason we have Shadow Ball, because I can just Scald freaking Miss Magius. But yeah, it's kind of the only reason we have Shadow Ball. And then, Calm Mind to set up, Wish to stay healthy. Yep, that's Katara. Next on the team sheet, we have the one, the only Saitama the Palmont, who is rocking his air balloon this week. So as crazy as it sounds, we can just throw this thing in front of Landorus if we really need to. Iron Fist for the ability. Terra Ghost, so this is like a soft check to what's that thing called, Ursaluna. It can't just facade us, so it'll have to hit us with a different move, which may or may not one-shot us. 252 attack, 4 defense, SPDF, 252 speed, Jolly Nature with Thunder Punch, Close Combat, Ice Punch, and Bulk Up. So Iron Fist boosts Thunder Punch and Ice Punch. Since we are Terra Ghost, we're not running Double Shock because I don't want to be unable to click it. And the only thing we really need Close Combat for is the Heatran. Outside of that, we can kind of just Thunder Punch or Ice Punch everything. Honestly, we only need Ice Punch for Landorus. Outside of Heatran and Landorus, we can just Thunder Punch everything else. I guess we could Close Combat the Muck just to get more damage, but yeah. We have Bulk Up because if we can set up 1 or 2, we kind of can just win with Palmont, especially if webs are up, all things considered. So, yeah, that's my guy. That's Palmont. Hopefully he gets to do something this week. I try to get Palmer to do stuff the last couple of weeks, but he kind of can't because a certain somebody keeps stealing the show, and a certain somebody I'm referring to was none other than Pebbles the Ogre Pond, who is rocking her Hearth Flame mask as per usual, and Mold Breaker for the ability, 4 HP, 252 attack, 252 speed with Jolly Nature, Ivy Cudgel, Horn Leech, Stomping Tantrum, and Swords Dance. So if we can get +2, we just win. Well, let me rephrase that. The Slowbro does need to be chipped because even at +2, Horn Leech does not always one-shot it depending on if it's like a max defense Slowbro or not. But if we can chip it, okay, let me rephrase that. If we can get these hazards up, the hazards always put it in range of a +2 Horn Leech. And we honestly only need Ivy Cudgel and Horn Leech this week because Ivy Cudgel does the same amount of damage to Muck as Stomping Tantrum would, so we can just Ivy Cudgel it. The only reason Stomping Tantrum is here is just in case my opponent just so happens to be an Ability Shield Heatran, which if he is, you know, good tech, but we can still just one-shot it with Stomping Tantrum without a boost. But yeah, we Swords Dance and we get these. If we can Swords Dance after getting these hazards up, it's literally just GG, yo. But yeah, this is the team. Not really much more that needs to be said. So without further ado, let's get into the battle. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. Hopefully this battle is a banger. Alright, we are connected with our opponent Maple. They brought Slowbro, Muck, Heatran, Ursaring, Embor, and the Miss Magic. So I would imagine they leave off with Muck or Heatran, so we'll just lead off with Swag Sire and take it from there. It kind of, well, I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, we'll leave with Swag Sire and take it from there. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. They are, Terra Electric Mismatch and Terra Ghost Ursaring. Go figure. So we're going to lead Claude and take it from there. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. From what I can tell, the only hazard setter is Heatran. So who's this? Yep. I don't know if you let me Earthquake you. Well, okay, that's cool. That's cool. I'm just gonna hazard stack the crap out of him. Oh! Good read. Good read. I didn't know he even got taunt to be real with you. I kinda wish I kept the mental guard now, but it's all good. Well, if I know one thing, you do not really do a lot to me. Yeah, let's go to you. Let's go to you. Because if you have taunt, I'm assuming you also maybe have stealth roll, a fire move, a steel move. Alright. This is what we have to deal with. We're gonna go for a Calm Mind. We are going to go for a Calm Mind. I'm assuming Slowbro comes in. Marge. It's Marge. We're gonna Shadow Ball Marge. We are about to Shadow Ball the heck out of Marge. This probably doesn't kill, but I'm pretty sure it's 2-shot. Yeah, like I said, we're about to Shadow Ball the heck out of Marge. Maybe they go for a T-Wave here. Or a Psychic. So we're gonna go for another Shadow Ball because if they choose to, the only thing you can do is go into Ursaring. I'm just going for a Shadow Ball. The only switch in is Ursaring, who we can just Scald. I'm going to just Scald you. I'm just going to Scald you. based on the damage. It'll determine. Because here's the thing: if you're not Terra normal, this facade is still going to hurt. He's faster. What? It just kills us? Yo, that's insane! That is absolutely insane! I'm gonna be real, I didn't know it killed. Well, we're gonna go into you and go for a knockoff and get rid of... Oh wait, you're Flame Orb. Okay. So... I mean... We could go into Palmont. No, that's too obvious. Let's go into you. And let's Moonblast and get Webs up. Oh wait, we can't do that because of the, we actually can't do that. So what should I do? What should I do? Should I prioritize trying to kill this thing? I mean... to be honest, I might want to, because someone has to be scarfed on this team, right? It's not the, well, we know 3 of the Pokemon is not, so that means it had to either be the Emboar or the, I think we should really just try to get damage off on this thing. Yeah, let's try to get damage off. Like, let's just try to get damage off. Not that that matters. He's about to just hurt us. Yeah, we're good. We're just... like, we were just good. So now we have to go into Ogre Pond, probably? Or do we want to go into Palmont? If we go into Palmont, let me see. If we go into Palmont, let's see. Ursaring. Well, I have to keep track of how much time we have. Okay. I want to believe this can kill from right here. I want to believe this can kill. So let's go for a Thunder Punch. Let's go for a Thunder Punch. The only thing that switches into us is... who's Billy? Oh, you're not going to appreciate this, Billy. And here's another question. Do we win the speed tie or do we lose it? We win the speed tie. That's cool. So that's 1 for Palmont. But this freaking Ursaring has 2 kills, bro. So here comes Emboar. Who, if I'm being honest, it's probably Scarfed? I would like to believe that as long as we can beat this thing, I mean, dude, the only thing we can really do is just Terra and CC. I'm pretty sure they go for a fire move, but all we can do is Terra and CC, and if they're not Scarfed, then nothing on this team is Scarfed. they're not scarfed. Yeah, that's gonna kill it. So Emboar killed itself. I think. Yeah, it killed itself. I guess that's okay. Make it make sense. Let's do this. All right. So he still has a lot of Pokemon. So the only thing we can really do is go into we have to go into our guy right here. Marge. Here's an issue. If he T-waves us, we are in big, big trouble. So let's go out into Reginald. Let's go out into Reginald. If he T-waves us, we're in big, big trouble. But thankfully, Miss Magius is gone, so he can't spin block us anymore. So let me see, does he go for the T-wave? Does he go for the T-wave? Does he go for it? Oh my goodness, dude, I do not like you. Desmond? Who's Desmond? This thing. What's funny is I don't know what. If any Pokemon can potentially still win us the game, all things considered, it's definitely... Okay. So we have to let Swagsire die. We have to let Swagsire die. And next turn, we're just gonna go into our guy in Hornleech. We're just gonna go into our guy in Hornleech. Bye, Swaggy. Well, you can live. Okay, that's cool. That's cool, that's cool. We're definitely dead to the next one, though. Okay. This is not. I mean, yeah, it's just not looking good. It's just not looking good. I kind of wish I didn't let Palmont die the way I did, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. So that's one for Ogre. That's one for Ogre. This Ursaring went bonkers, bro. So... Okay. You have to be very careful. If Slowbro comes in, I'm assuming it... You know what, even with T-Wave, I still don't think this thing kills us. Play-Doh. We have a decision, well, it's only one decision to make. We have to go into Kamala. If he goes for Drain Punch, it's gonna hurt. Might just kill us too, it's crazy, so, yeah. Hopefully he just goes for the, poison move. Hopefully he just goes for a poison move. Yeah. Okay. And now we're gonna go for we're gonna go for an Earthquake. We're gonna go for an Earthquake. We're gonna go for an Earthquake. I think we're gonna lose this, though. I have to just tell it like it is. Yeah, if he goes into his... Oh, it's March. Well, let's rapid spin these rocks away first. Okay. So what does Marge go for? Psychic? Does this kill it? It does. Here's the issue now. So, Ogre Pawn. Slow roll. So, let's see. There's the slightest of chances we can live this. It really just depends, dude. But I know we have to set up to kill Muck. Please don't die. Please don't die. Please don't die. Please don't die. This should kill. Great. I get all my HP back. We get all our HP back. It really doesn't matter though, because bro, there's no way we beat the there's no way we beat the thing is we can't beat Heatran, bro. GG's to my opponent, you played very well. Because unless this crits and one-shots, we do not win. Yes! You go, Ogrepon! That's my Ogrepon! That's my freaking Ogrepon! GG's! 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 We were not supposed to win that, but we take those. We freaking take those. GG's! I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Good stuff, Ogrepon. GG's. GG's to my opponent. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, please remember to like and subscribe. And until next time, peace.